So, are you ready for interview?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So, please tell me about yourself. Your
Uh,
your voice have some missing. Can you correct it?
I'm actually getting some voice from your end. Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
So hi, this is Naika Deshmukh. So I'm working as a Java developer from 1.5 years of experience. Currently, I'm working in Majesco Limited. I'm having 5 years of experience in Java development. So yeah.
So, what kind of technology have you used?
We currently we are using Spring, the Java JSPs are there, the servlets we are using the web application. So Majesco is actually it's a product based company. So we have created a product which is used by the customer. So multiple customers we have. So there are XMLs are there. We have some old structures. So we are using the Oracle, mainly the Spring for Java and JSPs and servlets. So yeah.
Okay. So, you have not worked on Spring Boot.
Spring Boot, we are not currently using that, but in the previous company I worked on it.
Okay.
So,
So, means you have experience on that, right?
yeah, yeah. So,
So, in Java, which version have you used?
so 8 we are on 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. And database side.
Database we are currently using the Oracle. So I have earlier used on MySQL. So I will earlier, but right now like from 5 years we are on the Oracle.
Okay. So, just one moment. Uh, okay. So, now I am asking, have you worked on multi-threading?
Uh, yeah, we are using that, yes, in our applications for some of the scenarios.
Concurrency?
Concurrency, I haven't, no, I'm not much familiar with that.
Okay, okay, no problem. No problem. So, I will ask first from the core Java. So, in
Okay.
core Java, yeah, you want something tell?
That's fine.
Okay, so in core Java, I will ask first question to you. How to make it final class?
You can use a keyword with the for the final so that you can create like the modifier as a final. So that way you can create a class as a final.
So what measurement, what kind of things you will do? If suppose I am telling you uh, class A have a final, so what kind of things you will write inside the class? So it will be which will be make it as a final.
So I'll just like which is like the public, the final, the class name, and something like that. So inside that we can use the methods. So final keyword if we are using as a class, then we cannot I think override that. So yeah, you cannot override that class. So sorry, you cannot extend that class. So we cannot extend that class from anymore. But yeah, the final class can use the other class to final class can use the extended classes. Yeah, we cannot use that particular class as extend.
Suppose you have a class A, here have a private method, private void display. Okay. So this method can be override in child class.
private
Never.
class. Because the scope of that particular method is for that particular class only, so we cannot override it.
And suppose without override, I am same method if I am writing in drive class, public void display. So what will happen? Because of I am not trying to override.
Okay, sir, can you come again?
Class A have private void display and
Okay.
class B extend class A and class B I am writing public void display.
Okay.
So what will happen? It will compiled or compilation error.
It will compile. There is no that, but it is not something which is overridden from one class to another.
Okay,
It can be considered as a separate method.
okay. So suppose you have a I want to create
Hmm.
class A is equal to new B
Okay.
and A dot display method call. So which method will call?
The public one, which is in the child class.
Child class.
Yeah.
So why will not call private method?
Like, because it's private and you have to create an object of that class to call that particular method. Because
Okay,
it's private, so you cannot call it like that way.
okay. Um, suppose you have exception. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know about the checked exception.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what
I,
measurement to handle the checked exception?
you can add it in the with the throws. You can add it with the throws. You can just initially while creating a method, you can just like you can use public void some display the parameters throws I exception of this so that the programmer will know that we have to catch that exception in your method itself. So then we can add the try and catch block and we can add that exception inside that so that we can catch it if that will come. So
It
that
will come. Okay. So suppose why comes the checked exception? What is reason behind that?
check exceptions are specifically those are coming at a compile time, so we get to know at the initial stage during the compilation itself that we are having some issues with the code. And
No,
yeah,
what kind of issues will come? That things I want to know.
um, there may be the input output exceptions will come or the I think SQL related issues will come. So that you can capture at the compile
So
times.
why this kind of issues comes?
Um, if the code is not written in the proper way, like if you are having some, if you are added some parameters, if you are calling some SQL query and you have not added
No,
the
no, you are not correct way. If suppose if you have implemented some custom exception, IO import means that is the utility classes inside have file not found. This kind of custom exceptions are implemented in
okay,
method area.
okay,
Whenever you call in your code, for example, you are writing file is equal to new file f and input stream, input data stream, output data stream, whatever you are writing. So all these kind of things are associated with the custom exception of IO package. If you
okay.
forgetted it, in that cases compiler will force you to handle this kind of exception. So how do you handle? Suppose compiler will force you to handle this exception. So how do you handle?
So we'll add a try and catch block where we can handle that particular exception and at least inform the proper with the message or something so that we get to
No,
know.
because of you don't change anything else inside the utility package.
Correct.
But
Yes.
compiler is forcing you to handle this exception. So how do you? What kind of things you will try to inside the code? It will remove it.
We can check at that point only, like while writing the files or anything, we can check some parameters where that particular things are properly added, like properly available or something like that.
No.
That way.
Simply, just I want to ask you, because of I'm giving the reference, you
Mhm.
only used to try catch.
Yeah,
So through the try catch, your assessment will be handled.
yeah, yeah, that is correct. Yes. Yeah,
So
so
can you
if
tell
you
me
are
the
adding putting your code in the
so
try, you can add it in
okay,
the cat code, so it will handle that way. Yes, that
okay,
is correct.
just 1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay. Sorry.
So I have another question to you. Uh, you know about the encapsulation and abstraction?
Yeah.
What is encapsulation and what is abstraction?
Encapsulation is something you are putting, you can consider as a class. So like class, it's the best example for encapsulation, where we are putting all the functionals, whatever the behavior of that particular some entity or some behavior of that particular entity, we are putting it in a single unit. That is something encapsulated. So we have added the variables, we have added the methods, constructors, all of them in a single unit. So that is
So
something
single
encapsulated.
unit, how you will know what is the single unit?
So, if we can consider a class, so for that class we have some variables, we have some
No,
methods
but
associated with it.
class is a blueprint. It is
Yeah,
not associated with the entity.
yeah, but we can it is actually we can use it as a represent it with the object. So whenever we are creating that particular,
Means you want to tell means data and method you bind into the object, right?
yeah, correct,
So
correct.
this is encapsulation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
So what is abstraction?
abstraction is something we are just showing the basic details to the user, like the end party, and we are just hiding all the implemented related code changes in our area, so that it won't be visible. So like we can say we can interfaces. So like what we are doing is interfaces. We are just
No,
declaring the method.
interfaces is abstract method.
Yeah, that is correct. So those are all the
So
methods. Those are in the abstraction.
abstract means you have nothing.
Yeah, we are not
So
showing
how
anything.
you no no no
There is
you
something.
you going wrong. You going wrong because of abstraction and abstract is a different thing. Abstract, if you writing a method with using keyword as a abstract, if you are writing in interface using with abstract keyword or without using abstract keyword, but it would be default as a abstract.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
In the
so
interfaces.
abstract means that is the only signature, but inside what you are writing, what you doing, you can define in the class.
Correct. Yes.
So abstraction and first you tell me abstraction and encapsulation is a runtime entities or any different thing. Will
Abstraction
abstraction behaviors effect in the runtime or any other things?
in the runtime.
So
Yeah.
how you will justify that is abstract method is the best example of abstraction, because abstract method is not a part of runtime.
Yeah, but the implementation is right.
Implementation means you have a class.
Yeah, we are using that particular
Inside
class
the
and we are
class
implementing that particular thing.
you implemented, then you run,
Yeah,
then it will hide the complexity of behavior during the runtime.
yeah,
So where is come the abstraction? Where is come the abstract method? No come.
yeah. Correct, correct. Okay, so that the abstraction flow is the compilation part, and the implementation is actually the uh, runtime.
Simple thing is that whatever you have binded inside the encapsulation, so encapsulation part, if you abstract, then utilize to abstraction concept. Simple thing is that. I already told you a dot display method. A dot display. I think in previous question I have asked,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
this is indicating to abstraction. Here will display the necessary detail, not to display the implementation part.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. That is correct.
Correct? So these things I am expecting you.
Okay.
You know about the collection.
Yeah. We are using few. Yes.
So what is difference between tree set and hash set?
Mm, tree set and hash set. A hash set can a tree set is in a sorted way. The hash set is just maintaining the data, and it is not in sorted way. The second point is like they can hash set. I think they can accept a null value, but tree set doesn't have any null values. Uh, because they are in the sorted way, they are not accepting any null data. And
Tree set cannot accept the null data,
yeah,
but you can add null in tree set, not a problem.
tree set set my data. No, I think it doesn't accept that. It doesn't
No,
accept.
you after interview you can write tree set is equal to new tree set ts dot add null, simple null you add. It will accept. It will accept. And
Okay.
ts dot add abc. Suppose I am giving the example, you give the answer about that. Tree set ts is equal to new tree set and ts dot add null, null as a null means as a garbage object. Okay, nul, not a string, not a anything else. Simple null, nul. And ts dot add abc is a string.
Okay.
Now you want to print system out dot println ts. Ts means the object of tree set.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
what you get the output?
I'll get ABC for sure, and null value I shouldn't get.
Null value will get.
No, it will
So
not.
what you will get the outcome?
I will get only ABC.
ABC. How? So your tree set is a sorted set or
It's a sorted one.
so sorted set can be sort through the null object, garbage object can be sort through the real object. Real
No.
object is a string ABC.
Yeah.
So it will be sortable or not?
I think as we are adding the null value, it will not print that thing. It may error out because it is not accepting null. It will not accept.
No, you because of it will accept, but it will give the null pointer exception.
Yeah.
Accept but give the null pointer exception because of garbage object and real object cannot be sorted. You if you know the sorting concept,
Okay.
matching the value because of that is null, that is the real.
Okay.
So in that cases it will give the null pointer because of you are adding the null object. That's why is giving the null pointer.
Yeah.
So but it will accept. You are trying to say cannot accept, but it will accept. At least one.
Okay.
Only not will accept hash
I think
table.
hash. Okay.
You talking about the hash table, not
Okay.
talking about the tree set.
Okay. I confused on both of them. Yeah. Yes.
So suppose if I am telling you you can synchronize to tree set. So how do you synchronize?
Synchronize.
You give answer. If you don't know, you just ignore it. I'm not aware about that.
No, no, I'm not.
You know
Actually,
about the collection dot synchronized tree set, tree map.
no, I'm not aware of that.
You read out in collection. Through this, we can synchronize.
Okay,
If you want to synchronize tree set or hash set, just use to collections dot synchronized set.
okay,
Inside you pass the object of tree set or hash set. It gets
yes, sir.
synchronized.
Okay.
Um, you aware about concurrent hash map and hash map?
No, no, we haven't much use on that.
So you know about the life cycle of threads.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you tell about that?
So I think that there is the low, then runnable, then the running state, then there is the waiting or sleeping mode, and then the termination. So like when just object, we just start the object, we just start the thread, but it is not, we just we are not initiated the run request or any
Yeah.
execution is not.
Okay, got it. Suppose you have two threads parallelly
Mhm.
entering the block. Suppose execution block, two thread at a once time.
Okay.
So in that scenario, the possibility of uh, some kind of exceptions will come, incorrect exception, something like that. For example, two thread. So how to deal? These two thread can hold one, and one thread will execute, then enter the another thread. So what process you will follow?
Mm, whatever the process we have to add, we can add it in synchronized way so that one thread will process something.
Suppose you have not synchronized. Suppose I am not synchronized. Synchronized concept is coming for the thread shape.
Uh,
But I
yes, sir.
want to hold one thread and pass another thread without synchronized. So what you will do that?
I can put it in the sleep mode or I can hold it till wait. I can add it in wait like
When will use the join, thread join?
thread join.
You no idea about the join method.
Uh,
Okay.
that is, I think, maybe my understanding would be wrong, but uh, join is something like,
So you know about the Java stream lambda expression.
yeah, yeah.
So what is lambda expression? Why we are using?
It is just for minimize the code. So like in the lambda expression, if you see there are no much method name or any return type or anything added there. We just performing something, some action is like performed. So that way. So we are not just using much of a method method name, so the return type anything. So that kind of stuff is not there. We just simply a single liner part is there which will print the data or perform some action for a particular object. So very good. Okay.
Okay. Suppose you know terminal operation and non-terminal operation in Java stream.
Yeah. Terminal operations as in like for each operation, something like that. You say?
No, you know the terminal and non-terminal. You, I think, not aware about that. You
The
know the
terminal
functional
intermediate
interface.
operations methods.
You know about the functional interface.
Sorry?
Functional interface.
Yeah. So it has only single method. I remember it has only single method. The enable is the we can create a functional interface, and it is having only one method, which is declared. I think it's
I think you have worked on you are working on the product, I believe that, right?
yeah.
So you are using the same technology, but you have not.
We implemented all the features because the most of the code is that is the legacy code. But yeah, we need to add as much as possible in the like from Java 8, like whatever the
But
Java is.
here requirement is at least candidates should must be knowledge about the Java 8.
Okay, okay, okay,
So this is the thing about that.
okay.
So if you
I'm actually willing to work on my technology. That is the basic reason that I started interviewing, because I'm working the same technology for a long time. So I also need
okay,
to upgrade myself and things. So yeah, I'm willing to work on that. So I can definitely work on this part. So in Java, I'll learn more on this one. Yeah, definitely. I have limited knowledge about that, but yes, I will do that part.
okay. So in database, suppose I will ask one more question regarding to database. Suppose database optimization, what way you have to optimize the database table? Suppose sometime performance wise, you I think you well know about the because of you know the product. Okay, so in database, suppose you have 1 million record, but due to the some reason, the table performance is going down due to the size volume of the data size. Okay, and
Okay,
the table have maintaining the crude operations. Crude
okay.
operations, you know,
Yeah, inside
create,
the
update, delete, and all operation is happening. So here we cannot apply the indexes.
okay.
So another what way you can optimize this table?
Indexing is one part, and so we are using indexing part so that the searching or all the things can easily happen.
Mm-hmm. No idea. Partitioning, you know,
Sorry,
partitioning.
partitioning as in like we are separating the part like multiple tables. You are saying like primary keys or foreign key,
No,
something like
in
that.
same table you can do the partitioning. Partitioning means you can make the bucket
Okay,
range. Means 0 to 1 lakh data you can indexing in one bucket, and 1 lakh to 2 lakh you can make it another bucket,
okay,
right?
okay. That we are not using actually. Yeah, yes. Indexing we are using, but the data is actually in multiple.
Indexing is not a better idea because of your if you have table, suppose sometime you have because of all tables are operational, you are not putting the manually data, right? It
Yeah,
is coming to
so
system.
few of the tables are master tables. They are like having all the master data, and most of them are like others are operational ones.
Okay, so I think I have completed your interview. You
Okay.
want ask anything else, Sarika?
No, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks.